It's like getting people in the door. That's the least important part of it. It's really about that. The way that you're building up these accounts is about that follow up, that kind of the interaction in order to sell, to do the upsells. Yep. Yeah. Right. Yeah. At this point. Yep. Yep. Right. Right. Yeah. Right. 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 Like you have consistent content coming out and what have you. Yeah. Right. Because it's actually an agency that's running the account on the back end. Right. Right. Yeah, I mean, myself, I've just kind of looked at strategy that's being shared by higher earners on forums. Some of them, like a lot of folks in the industry, I find that they're very willing to just give each other tips on how to succeed. Everybody wants each other to grow, or at least some segment of the people want to help each other grow. Right. Yeah. Often. Mhm. Right. No. No. Right. You buy and hold. Yep. You know, it's a tangible good, right? Real property. Nice. Gotcha. No, no. Yeah. No, no, no. Yeah. Right. Mhm. Oh yeah, we were just talking about the meta, I guess, for OF. Right. Right. Sure. Yeah. I'm a little curious. What are the odds that we can partner to work on something, not in a client relationship, but to actually work together? Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Some people really. Yeah. Okay. So you mentioned on the X side of the house, you're pricing at 500 a month. On the OF side, how do you price your services? Wow. No, it's not. My account doesn't have the engagement. Yeah, 20,000. Oh, dollars per month. Gotcha. Right. 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 Yep. Yep. Right. Right. Yep. And you'll look and say, I can work at least as hard as that person. I'm at least as good looking as that person. Well, you said 70%. Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's right. Right. Yeah, it's nice and round. Mhm. I don't believe so, but you talked about the phone numbers. That was a thing you sell too. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So Android emulator. Oh, really? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So, you must be leveraging business credit cards, yeah? Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Because you're talking about putting a lot of spend through telcos and yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Wow. No kidding. Yeah. That okay. That's really impressive. I had, when you talked about phone numbers, it's like, yeah, I know how to get phone numbers, but like now I understand that you're actually dealing with like headless motherboards. Like that's really interesting. That's really interesting stuff. Right. Yeah. 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 Right. 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 You're just aging them out. Yeah. Yep. Spam. Probable spam. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Right. Of course. Yeah. Especially because you're literally engaged in platform manipulation. I mean, there's no way around it. Yeah.
This is 20K. Right. Yep. You definitely mentioned his name, and I think I've seen it come up. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what did she say about the traffic? Oh, okay, yeah, it's no rush. No rush. Oh. I'm like, alright. Well. Yeah. No. Nah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You keep funneling it over to somebody else. Yeah. Yep. Right. Right. Yep. Because they're the ones that like are maybe the original posters of the content. They're the ones people are going to want to follow. Yeah. That's wild. You know, my whole shtick has just been to be like the way I've approached this game has been to be really really discreet, and it's I guess there's a benefit and pros and cons to that. Yeah, when I'm discreet, I don't mean like being faceless. What I mean is that I shared with you, I'm maintaining multiple accounts, just two, right? Two separate faces. Like one is adult oriented, the other is safe for work, it's brand and advertiser friendly. The idea is not to commingle it all into one place. Keep the thing for adults, and then keep the other one just easy to find. Because one thing I noticed is I'm trying to find people, the content creators that I'm meeting, the cameras, all of their accounts are like you can't find them through the regular search function. You have to go directly to the account. It's tough. Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, you showed a picture. I saw. Yeah, sure. Yeah, she's household name. Yeah. Right. 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 You see, it's that exposure effect, right? Coca-Cola. What the hell does it mean, right? Whereas, like traditionally, the way that folks have played it, they're using stage names that could just be real names, and then it's tough to actually find people. Like you do a Google search, you end up with somebody else entirely because it's an actual person's name, right? Yep. Yeah. Hmm. Right. 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 Well, good. Yep. It's been my handle since I started on the web all those years ago. Like this name goes back over 2 decades at this point. And so when people are trying to character assassinate Yeti here, of course I'm defending it tooth and nail. Right? Like it came my first forays into online gaming, first person shooters, and there were some character limits. I knew I wanted a name that didn't have numbers in it. I've got a little origin story behind the name on my site, and it's just like, so I wanted something that was unique. I do a little Google search, it's kind of nerdy, do a Google search, looking for this word, and I'm proud watching it, the number of search results grow over time as I continue to use it across platforms, right? That was back in the day. Yeah, other people eventually did come in on different platforms using it, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna have it on all of them, you know? Yeah, I mean, I'm putting my face, attaching it to it. Eventually, those other people are going to fuck off, or I'll just get trademark and then go and grab it from them. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. It conjures an image to mind. Like, if you know what a Yeti is, then right away you're like, whoa, what the hell? Somebody that eats these things? Like, okay. That's okay. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna prevail because at the end of the day, they were the ones that wronged me. It's why they've treated me the way they have on the back end of this. Like, I think it's abundantly clear to anybody who actually examines what happened. And I've tried to lay it out as in plain language, but what can you do? Sometimes people just don't want to sit down and read. They don't want to take a look at objective documentation that's sitting right in front of them. And people are busy. I get it. And we're pretty late on in this whole attention economy thing. Welcome. Oh, I have faith. I have faith. But now is not the time. I agree. After discussing with you, I'm also of the opinion now is not the time to really actively fight. I got other fish to fry. Yeah, so naturally I did ask you, and now I have. I'll make a note of your pricing there as well as your offer. And as far as like business website, what do you have folks reference? Is it for you? When if I'm trying to like function as a salesperson on your behalf, where do I direct folks? Yes. Okay. I figured. I just wanted to confirm with you. Good stuff. Right. Yeah, because it's it goes beyond just a single land. Now you're really branching out there. Yeah, right. No, you're not. Right, right. There's definitely opportunity here for chatbots to come in, muscle in on a bit of this, huh? Right. Then the human touch. Right. Right, 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 right. Well, too bad. That's a dead lead, right? But thanks for chatting with the bot. Yeah, yeah, right, 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 right. Yeah, yeah, nasty stuff. Yep. Yeah, but you also it's a chicken and egg problem. You also alluded to that. If you don't have you said if you don't have the good content, then even if you're buying the traffic, yeah. Yeah, no, indeed. They're typically not. They're happy because their advertisers are showing up and people are paying subscriptions. Yep, we know. Yep. Well, my concern is more about these platforms, the websites that spin up, and all they do is host cam rips, right? But they're sharing it. They're just trying to drive traffic back over to like a file sharing service and get people to buy the premium. I understand their whole model, right? Gotcha. It can be, but you wouldn't encourage models to use the takedown services and just keep that stuff off. Yeah, they're not. They're not. Sure. Right. Yeah, the tubes are getting smarter. I kind of hate their model. Right. Right. Yeah, sure. There is printing money. Yep. It's crazy. Yeah, of course. Of course they have traffic. That's where everybody goes. Like the free users are all there, and then from there the upsell potentials like it exists. Jesus. I think it's a bad deal for talent. I mean, I don't know why people are willing to do it just for a one-off appearance fee. Make a little over $1,000. I mean, yeah, but you don't enjoy residuals off of it. It's so unlike the rest of the entertainment industry, right? Yeah. Yeah, myself, I looked at it. I do a couple of these things. No, I want copyright. I want, if they're not paying royalties, like why do this work? A one-off appearance fee. It's nonsense. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, their guys already doing it. Right. Right. Now everybody knows him. He plays all the roles, right? Yep. Yep. Right. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, this is the reason why I did the studio work I did was to build some initial following, right? Was to get the name out there. Like, hey, I'm working with represented talent. Like, here we go. This is not amateur stuff. This is pro. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, like you look at the horror story of like Mia Khalifa. She does a few scenes. She sees 0 residuals, but of course her name's out there now to the point where everybody's seeing her likeness. You know, she didn't make any money off of that, but on the back end, yeah, eventually she can speak on the experience, right? Was it worth it directly? Probably not, but indirectly. Yeah, but I mean, you gotta. I would think that some of it is authentic. I don't think it's all entirely a play, right? That's like to just think that, yeah, like especially when it comes to the dollar sums that are discussed. Yeah, I believe all of that, right? Absolutely. Yeah, Hajib. Yeah. Or Burqa. Right. Yeah, it's like essentially cosplay, cultural appropriation. Yeah. Yep. Right. Right. Looking for the niches that are underserved. Mhm. Right. The American-born confused daisies. I know them. Yeah, I dated an Indian girl for a while, so I know. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's all about like, hey, what's missing from the market, and so yeah, it's all fucked. It's all fucked. No, it might not be, but you know, like you, I also use business credit cards, so I've got points banked. I'm not going to be paying for flights and cash. All of the business travel I'm doing right now, I'm just pulling out of this account, right? That might be more interesting. It might be more interesting. Yeah, right. Yeah, as opposed to just some like freaking headache. Well, it's like sometimes it's just you're playing within the confines of within the letter of the law, right? But still, just like showing dick, like, yeah, okay, I see what you guys are doing, but I'm not. I'm still defiant. I'm not gonna back off just because have your New York-based attorney send me some shit, right? It's like, if you're gonna try to take me out, take me out. Otherwise, just like leave me alone. No, don't fuck with me. Because I can get around too. Like, you think you're the only people that are resourced or able to play media? Kind of. I mean, they can keep trying, but as long as I play with the rules of each platform, I mean, like, what can they really do? They're just like, oh no, I'm not gonna try to sneak my way into an event. Then that would rise to the degree of criminality. I'm not trying to engage in criminal behavior, right? And I certainly wouldn't write about it immediately after the fact. I'm aware of how the law works. Yeah, it might not be worth it, but I'll take a look just to see. I mean, if there's a flash sale on a fair, and I can get out there for next to nothing, pennies on the dollar, then all right. But otherwise, yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna do some recon, look into those other shows that you shared with me. Yes, sir. Or maybe, dude, I told you part of my goal is just to actually go do workout in Asia with other content creators out there, penetrate that market, just because I want to spend more time. Like, I want to visit my family out there, you know? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at, is Japan and Taiwan, because those are friendly places. Yeah, or you could just pass along my iCloud account, and she can iMessage if she's on it. Otherwise, number's fine. Gotcha. You can try to look for me there. I'm kind of curious, but right now I can't log in. When I try logging in, it says that my account was not found. So I think they very well may have just deleted me out of the database. They may have just dropped my records out of the database entirely. Right? No, I only had a handful. The last one I posted in response to was it's actually one that Teresa had thrown down. She was talking about traveling to Japan, and all I did was also add it into like, hey, yeah, I went to Japan earlier this year for my, like, actually, you know, and I got a cousin out there, and it was really cool. You know, I was talking about how slow traffic is over there. That was the last post I made. The one prior to that, Alec made a post asking about favorite dog breeds, and you know Jeff, right? Yeah. So he made a post talking about Yorkies, and I've got a Yorkie too. So I'm just like echoing, like, yeah, hey, they're really cool dogs, you know. So like, I'm just showing up, like, you know, in their faces, but without being like, you know, trying to be aggressive or anything. I'm just like, I'm here. I can talk about these subjects too. No, they already know who I am. These fuckers, they know who I am. At this point, all of them know. Right? And so for them, it's just like, okay, let's just drop him. So I'm curious, if you search for me on the forum, if any of my stuff is there. Because I was trying to get some timestamps. Realizing now, like, knowing what I know now, anytime there's something contentious, I gotta be just recording every last thing, doing screen grabs all the fucking time. Just so I'm constantly building up my ammunition. Otherwise, like, you know, if somebody decides to just toss you, drop you like that out of the database, it's like you never existed. You just became like got ghost. Swayze. Pray for me, my friend. Have faith, okay? Have faith. Yep. Okay. Damn, I was looking forward to checking out the workshop phones. I think we were just like kind of wheeling and dealing to the point where I forgot. It's all good. Good guy. Good guy. Hello, welcome back. Damn, I've been live over 20 minutes at this point. Well, maybe over 30, maybe close to 45 minutes, over 45 minutes at this point. All right. Hello, world. It's Sunday, the 21st of July, 2024, present time according to my phone, now 11:02 a.m. And I just got off the phone with an industry contact I met down at XBiz Miami. I've been talking for a minute. Wanted to share my news with him. And I think at this point, I'm pretty good just to mind my own business. I keep reaching back out to old friends and what have you. Paul and I went out. I took him out on the blades, and who else did I reach out to? Let me try calling her real quick. Hey, I tried messaging you back, asking how your day's shaping up. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you let me know, what game are you playing? Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'll let you game. And yeah. I mean, like, if you want to meet up today, even, I think I'm good. I got fuel in the car. Yeah. Yeah. Holla. Yeah. Bye for now. Woo!
Yes, Paul.
He's so small. Oh, my baby boy. Oh, my baby boy. Ah, man, oh man. Hard knock life. Talking about, like, our own will, destiny. Maybe time. I do want to respond to this woman, but I must be very careful in the tone that I establish with it and what I say. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, I got some more folks I can connect with too. I totally forgot. I got some connections to make. I got.
Hey, little one.
Hey.
Love you. Love your face. Yes. I'm going. You hungry? Want food? You want foods? Yo. Want me to go through your coat? Can you get up? Good boy. Sit. Let me go through it real quick. Oh, you're stretching, huh? Oh, you're just stretching. Oh, you worked so hard. You worked so hard. Hard knock life for a little buddy. My little buddy.
Hey, finally I caught you. Okay. Good time to talk? Okay. You appear to be muted right now. Yep, you are presently muted. FYI, if you're speaking, that's what it says here. Alright. Maybe I'm gonna call back. Since you're still muted. No, you were muted. I don't know if you could hear me. I was trying to tell you you'd muted yourself. Oh, so... Okay. I'd love that. The reason why I reached out, like I've been trying to reach out, is because I've been going through a lot of turmoil on my end. And, you know, I mean, I wanted friends to talk to, and, you know, so sometimes I think about you because it's like, so initially this was stuff involving involving a woman I met, and at this point, it's progressed into, just to talk, just to talk, because it's like personal, professional, all of it. Like, it's been a real roller coaster, like emotional roller coaster ride for me since I got back from my most recent trip out to Miami. I got back to town on the 1st of July, and now it's like we're 3 weeks down the line precisely. A lot has taken place very, very quickly. Like, I know with you've got work, I respect that, but come on. How's Yeah, I know. But here, how is are they treating you well? Okay, that's good. I hope they're giving you everything that you want, that you need. Okay. Well, I mean that when I say the word giving, that's what I mean, right? If they're not giving you anything, like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Good luck. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so in my life, I shared with you this, I wrote you a message, pretty long-winded. I think that came pretty hot off the heels of my first trip out to Miami this year. This was back in like mid-May. I got back. Yeah, right. I recall. Yeah, yeah, and there you and I are a little different. Like, I like to hold on to chains of communication, but if you like to, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just talking about my own preferences, and you can have yours, and I respect that. Okay. Um, so, like, that first time out to Miami, I went down there. You know me. I went down there just. Happy old me, just trying to be friendly. Met some nice people, but I also no, it's not a gig. No, this was an adult industry convention. I went. No, it's not gig stuff. No, this is just an industry convention. So, like, I wasn't looking for work out there. I was just looking to network, meet people. Right, and I didn't go the. Yeah, gigs to me, when we talk about gigs, it usually means that you're getting compensated, right? There's direct compensation taking place. You're performing some task for which you will be directly compensated. Yeah, just like a lot of other people do, right? So I decided, hey, it's been 5 years since I entered into this space. I'm gonna go and actually attend one of these events in person, recognizing that all the time that I've spent just playing in the space to date, it's gotten me something. But in order to go to the next level, if I'm gonna keep playing here, at some point, I've got to get FaceTime in with other players in the game, and that's what I want to do. And after that, I went over there, just friendly me. Come back with some new connections, but I also experienced some real rough handling, some mistreatment at the hands of the folks that actually run the show, in which they had security push me off premises, kick me off the premises out the back gate. I have footage showing what happened, but essentially there was a wet t-shirt contest, a tentpole event, wet t-shirt contest taking place. I had my camera, that little silver Fujifilm one. That's not the case. No, don't assume. Okay, you can ask questions, but just
Assumptions, like, I just keep them in check for a moment, right? A lot of people were rolling footage. A lot of people were shooting. Everybody was like, this is a tentpole event. It's taking place at the most public part of the convention floor. It's an event that's on schedule. Yeah. So it was covered from all number of angles. And me having, given the fact I had my little professional camera at the time, I decided, okay, I will also try to capture some stuff, right? And long story short, what happened is I essentially stepped on the wrong person's toes. There was a photographer that's been going to these things for a long time, kind of a larger man, rotund fella. And I was right next to him, and also unaware, I was right next to the event coordinator. And the space was pretty tight. I was rolling video. This guy's taking still shots. And as he's moving forward and he gets in my frame, I recognize that he's opened up some space, so I also go and I take that space for a little bit. He wants to move back. I also move back to where I was. You know, I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not getting in front of this guy because I don't want to get in his shot, right? But I'm also trying to work with what I've got. He, I guess just being him, he complains. He's like, hey, dude, every time I step forward, you move back. Every time I move forward, you move back. And I'd been drinking a little bit. I heard him say this, and I was like, that makes no sense logically, right? And at that slightly inebriated state, he's like, he suggests that he wants to talk to security. And instead of de-escalating the situation, I go and say, oh, you can talk to them all you want, which sounds like a challenge, right? But the event coordinator, upon hearing this photographer's complaint, she also issues a complaint. She goes, yo, you're in my personal space too, right? The situation escalates pretty rapidly. Security guy's like, I start talking to the security guy because I'd seen him the whole time, and I'm like, this guy's tripping, right? And the guy says to me, okay, I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds. But like a couple minutes pass. At one point, there's another complaint, and the security guy kind of starts to push me away from that space. And me recognizing that space is getting a little too hot. I don't want to be there at that moment. If I'm being pushed by security, I relocate just a few feet away, where I record for the next 17 minutes uninterrupted. Okay? I leave the area, I exit the area, and I'm away doing something for like a minute, maybe pouring some water. I don't know what I did, right? My recollection's hazy. These events took place a while back, but again, I've got objective documentation. I re-enter the space. The event coordinator is also leaving at the same time. I yield to her. I get back to where I was, recording uninterrupted for 17 minutes. The event director, who I'm told is actually a co-owner, co-founder of the organization that threw this event, he's also there. He looks in my direction. He walks over to where the security guy is. They engage for a bit. And then next thing that happens, the security guy is suddenly putting hands on me. Yep. Yes, that's it. So I found myself being forcibly removed from an event that I was covering. Not in any official capacity, but just, like, hey, we're all here, we're all partaking in this event at the moment, right? Everybody is recording. No, I just stepped on the wrong person's toes again. That was really it. I got into a place that was too hot. I went to somewhere I thought was safe. It was safe, and then suddenly it became unsafe because the event director saw me and then wanted me gone. So I felt very singled out by this. As I was pushed out the back gate, the security guy, he was a little upset because I resisted to the extent that I wasn't making myself easy to move, right? I was trying to slow down this encounter and like, hey, we can talk, we're two men, you don't need to treat me like an animal, you don't need to behave like an animal, but he wasn't having it.
So he gets me out the back gate and then pushes me hard to upset my balance. I've got my camera in my right hand, just unprotected. And as I'm falling to the ground, my one thought is, I've got to protect my camera. This is a $1,500 piece of equipment. To have it destroyed because of this would be really silly. And that causes me to fall kind of funny. So that event results in an injury that continues to plague me to this day. And I've tried talking to people, but they're usually interested only in talking to folks that have been in car accidents where there's insurance companies involved and what have you, right? And if I do some due diligence, do some legwork, I may be able to find, hey, there are actually insurers involved, right? But that same day, I'm able to regain access to the event. I'm talking to like the head of security, right? Big security guy. He tells me, hey, take a shower, come back, I'll let you in, I can't let you in, right? So this. Yeah, I want to keep eating on. I'm willing to make some local tracking, right? Because who knows what these connections are going to do moving on further. Like, there's no immediate gain, but something may happen. Something fruitful may take place. But at this point, at this point, like July 1st, came back from Miami on a second trip out, very successful. And things have just been a bit of a whirlwind. I went from like meeting some folks, establishing a really like a solid personal, and I felt really potentially fruitful professional relationship, to like watching that fall apart entirely. And then moving into, okay, now there's an attempt being made to cancel me. That actually refers back. Cancel. You're familiar with cancel culture, right? You've seen those words together. Okay, so the idea is somebody's done something bad, so they're put on blast publicly, and like suddenly everybody wants to just get rid of this person. That happened to me. That was me. Somebody tried to cancel me. Because of what happened in that first trip down to Miami. Yes. See, I was gearing up to take the fight back over to the folks that threw that function, because of the way that they mishandled me there, but also because I had previous grievances against them. Their function is to, what they do, they bring together the disparate parts of the industry, the foot soldiers like myself, but also these vendors. Vendors foot the bill for this great big party so that they have the opportunity to meet all the foot soldiers. Foot soldiers get into the event for free, right? So this organization pockets the difference between what the sponsors spend and how much it costs to throw the function. So they're kind of a dual agent. They have some loyalty to content, to the creators, but they also have loyalty over to their sponsors. And at the end of the day, the sponsors are the one that allow them to make their money, directly compensate them. But really, it's off of the fact that they're able to bring all of the foot soldiers together. Like they blow a whistle, suddenly all these foot soldiers come running to take part in the party, right? Yeah. So somebody, and I was looking at the timing, and I thought, it could very well be done. So on last week, Sunday, I put in my registration for XBiz Amsterdam, thinking, okay, a bold move here. There's some grievance, but let's see what happens if I try to register for their next event taking place in Amsterdam in a couple of months. So I put in my registration on I guess it's the 14th, the Sunday. On the 17th, early morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm being put on blast to be publicly hanged and executed, Okay, but the idea is it's character assassination of this business brand name identity that I've been working to build in various capacities for over 2 decades. Right? Character assassination. Since I was in middle school, I've used the same handle online. So in some capacity or another, I've used this name. Correct, my handle is one that I've used for over 2 decades. So naturally, I'm not going down without a fight, right? Suddenly, I've been gearing up to take the fight over to XBiz. Suddenly, the fight's coming to me. Somebody took my blog post and tried to spin it in a really, really negative light to make me the bad guy instead of XBiz, when all of the objective documentation paints a very clear picture of what happened. Like, guy that looks very vanilla could be mistaken for a tourist, happens to step on the wrong person's toes. Next thing, he's being tossed out when he goes back to a place that was like safe for an extended period of time. He gets injured. After the fact, his attempts at contacting this organization's representatives bear no fruit. Additionally, the previous grievances he has, there's no action taken. It's like very deliberate trying to keep me from having the full rights that the next guy has in this space. And the timing of it was just like, this is, like, that's not a coincidence. You know, but it didn't really register to me until a little after the fact. You know, I'm fighting a fucking dumpster fire somebody lit. They're trying to burn me in it. Anyway, it's been a really interesting time. Okay, since I sent you that long message. No, I didn't. Oh, I guess I did start seeing somebody locally, but yeah, that's not gonna work out, right? Like, it's not gonna work out. I already know it's not gonna work out. She's like glued to her phone. I don't like that. Right? If I'm present with you, it's not. You know, it's just like if I'm spending time with you, if I'm trying to be present and you can't, that's not good, right? Anyway, so I really, I'm looking forward to a time where I can show you some receipts and talk a little more freely about some of these experiences, because it's been interesting. It's been a real, again, a roller coaster ride. So I did a PCP visit, my first visit with my PCP, what was it, like earlier this week, maybe on Monday or something, I can't remember. I weighed in, I'm at the weight right now that I was at in my senior year of high school. just leaner. Just leaner. Like, you know, I'm really light right now. I'm like scrappy. I know, but right now it's just like, you know, maybe during the time I was with you, maybe I was like, you know, pushing a little bit more, like kind of like freshman year of college weight when I was actually trying to put on some weight. You know, I had access to buffet all the time, but now I'm just like, I am lean, and I realize like, yeah, it's really funny because like all these years down the line, you know, like it's almost a lifetime ago, I'm still sitting at that weight. it was just kind of fun. And I got some recommendations from the doctor, Indian guy, who was really freaked out about COVID. You know, he was wearing like a whole face shield and all. And yeah, props. Okay, you gotta protect yourself in order to be able to show up and help people with your training. So respect it. No. He gave me some suggestions as far as stretches to look into, and I've yet to practice it. But no, the injury it's improved since the incident itself took place, but it's still not 100% resolved. You know, and that's like we're over 2 months down the line at this point, right? Wait, this was back in May, so yeah, just over 2 months down the line. Like it was not insignificant. It's better. It's definitely better now. Now it's more of like dull. The aching is dull, and I think it helped when I last time I was down in Miami. I hit the swimming pool a bit, and I was kind of diagnosing myself. I think that helped. No breaks. I think more likely than not, it's some damage to the rotator cuff. Right. Yeah, I don't know if it was a straight tear, but definitely something, yeah, it could have been, like a minor tear or something.
Right. Right. And I mean, come on, I was there with you for that. Right. That's when we had when I said some choice things to you, and then like, well, yeah, but I also took it back. Right. And then yeah. I've been thinking about you a bit because I recently reached out to a friend of mine, somebody that I met back in 2019. And this friend of mine has been hospitalized for some time, like has had some serious health complications. And I was, just talking with my friend. Diabetic? No, no. So when I met him, when I met him, his handle was Munch, just Munch for short, right? And Munch, in the years since I've met Munch at one point became a woman. So Munch is now Crystal, and Crystal has been laid up in a hospital, has been going in and out of hospital care for a while, but is looking to make a move now into a skilled nursing facility. And I was just talking with my friend Munch, and just thinking about the times that I spent in the hospital with you, right? And then and all of it, just sharing my own experience with the medical system, healthcare, and what have you, caring for people. I mean, I'm not gonna try to, just sharing, these thoughts I've been going through my head. So, yeah, I've been thinking about you a bit. Okay. Which is not to say, hey, let's get back together. I wish you well with No, again, like I said, I hope that whoever you're spending time with now, they're giving you what you want, what you need. Good. Yep. Well, good. Sometimes that's how it goes, right? It's like, maybe that's what they always say happens, right? That's good. It's injury, personal, professional, all of it. It's like a lot of stuff. It is, yeah. So it's the bad news in threes, right? But the good news comes in threes too, doesn't it? No. No, it doesn't? Well, okay, I guess that's one I'm gonna make up. Right? Okay, well, okay. You know me well enough, okay? You know me well enough. You know who I am. I was really open with you. If you ask questions, I try to answer, right? But I don't necessarily just blab on everything, right? I've got my loyalties to people too. I keep secrets. I've talked to some folks, but no, the characterization thing. There is probably a way to disappear this claim because it's at this point it's been viewed something like 10,000 times. Right, which doesn't mean that 10,000 people actually gave it any mind share and really paid attention to the message. It just means 10,000 impressions. And all of this action is taking place on X, very public. Very, very public.
language designed to get folks to bring out their pitchforks and shortcut all logic and reason. I look at this combination of things and think, yeah, I mean, this type of stuff, this type of deliberate, targeted attack, would seem that it would only come from somebody who has media experience. And that company that throws these events, that's one of the things they do. One of their arms is publishing, right? They know how to play media. I think they're scared because if people just look objectively at what I've presented, they're the bad guy. And then maybe it encourages other people to also join in the complaint. And they know that if they push around 1 foot soldier, if they disappear 1 foot soldier, it doesn't come back. But if suddenly you've got the angry mob with the pitchforks coming after that organization, then they may actually have to respond. It can. There's union. There's union. No, I mean, if to a casual observer, it might appear to be that way. But the people I've met in this space that I've built some rapport with, I find that like they tend to be really friendly. Like creator to creator relations tend to be quite friendly, unless it's just like I have no interest in you whatsoever. But if people are open to networking, it's like friendly people, and if anything, all it is it's like their attitude toward human sexuality is a little more open than the general population is willing to admit. You know? Like, that's it. That's it. I mean, it's like everybody is a sex worker, right? And I find that there's a lot of camaraderie within this type of thing. But there are also certain things about the group, right? While there are some really, really highly educated, but it's, to me that means I've at least reached this new phase inside of this conflict, where previously she had blocked me, so I couldn't even respond to some of these, like the things that she was writing. I couldn't even defend myself publicly because of like how this platform works. Now she's taken the time to reach out to me, and I responded to her with just this emoji of a dove with the olive branch, Just like, yeah. Peace. Like, and I'll write her a more reasoned response when I've had time to really sit and think how I want to engage with her. I'm grateful. She decided that, okay, like now we can have a private discussion. I really wish it had started privately instead of just, let's go for the pitchforks and the mob right away. The private discussion. I think I'm pretty personable, and I think that if I take the time and I approach these situations correctly, that anything can happen. It just takes some time and energy, and in this case here, I'm trying to clear my name, clear my good name, get back on good terms with people that, like at this point, there are folks who've blocked me. I've taken material losses as a direct consequence of this most recent action, this dumpster fire. I'm hurting.
I'm hurting, but I'm not dead. They haven't killed me. You know, and I'm not vengeful. I'm not wanting to hurt this woman. I just want to clear the air. I don't want these misunderstandings to continue to build. I wish it never would have hit like this because I wasn't ready to publicize my own writing. Right, it was up on my website, but I never called for mass attention to it by way of mass communications. Like I've got a pretty decently sized list that I can hit, and people would know, like, oh yeah, hey, there's this new blog post, right? I've got a mailing list of people that are interested in what I may be able to offer. And I didn't do any of it yet because I've just been gathering ammunition and then also trying to focus on more of these positive developments that have come out of this most recent show. Now everything's just like, it's all gone up in flames, belly up, all at the same time. And it's just, here I am, you know, kind of standing amidst all of this stuff, just like it's all on fire. And not saying this is fine, it's like, all right. I'm just gonna breathe a minute here. And part of it for me is reaching out to, again, people who know me. Yep. Yeah, I'm not going out fist swinging anywhere. I've only written to defend myself, and only in direct response to this cancellation attempt. I haven't done mass communications across all my channels, right? Because some of these things, I figure you give them air, you air it, maybe it ends up being more harmful than helpful. Exactly. Okay. You know, I think I'm fairly mature at this point. Right? I've been walking this earth long enough. Thank you. Okay. Do let me know when we can meet, okay? Please. Okay, please. Bye bye. I'm glad she took my call this time. I was able to actually reach her. My head, my heart. I hope whoever she's met is treating her well. Nice girl. Nice lady. But we weren't going to last.
The timing is so uncanny. You know, you go from like turnaround is just so rapid. It's just so funny. Excuse me. Think about things. Alright. Alright. We're good. We're still alive. We're in this bitch. We're in this bitch. I've got fights on multiple fronts, and I've got to be careful which ones I give energy to. Which ones I go after first. The miscalculation could be ruinous. The art of war. Make no mistake, this means war. Damn it. Okay. Is lunch possible? No. I am. I'm freaking ravenous. I haven't had anything to eat. Like last night, I ate half a po' boy. I split half a po' boy with a cussa and some fries. You know, I had some beer to drink last night, but and then like sunflower seeds. Nah, it's not. It's not. So like, it's all right. It's all right. But you know, I could use something real to eat, and like if yeah, you're not going to be joining me for the brother outing. Going to visit with Travis's brother. Let's go hit up the spot for lunch. The one that you wanted, that you like. I've never been. How long does it drive for you? Alright, I'm similar. I'm like 19. Okay. Okay, but just like just throw something, just throw on an old shirt. Let's freaking go. I'm starving. I'm starving. I mean it. I mean it, and I want to. I've been. Yeah, I need to talk to some friends, especially local. Like I freaking called up my ex. You know. Yeah. Okay. And I'll get myself together. I'll let you know when I'm ready to dust off. All right. See you. Freaking lunchtime for old men like me. All right, I'm gonna get my shit together. As always, thank you for tuning in, for your support, expressed in its many different forms. Until next time, be good out there. Take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else. Bye for now.